Are you someone who has lodged the protection visa and is currently holding a bridging visa C? And you are probably Section 48 barred as well, which means that there is a limitation on what visas you can lodge on show. So if you're someone who has got 3 years of full-time work experience and is able to get a skills assessment under 45 years of age and can get competent English, you should really consider a 494 regional employer sponsored visa. So for this visa, you do need an employer who is ready to sponsor you. The employer needs to be based in a regional area, which is outside Brisbane, Sydney, and Melbourne, and they should be able to sponsor you. The 494 visa is granted for 5 years, and you do have a pathway to permanent residency after 3 years, and you would get a 191 permanent visa. So the reason I am talking about 494 visa, especially for the protection visa applicants, is because for the 494 visa, the Section 48 bar does not apply, which means that you can actually lodge this visa while you are in Australia and you do not have to leave the country. But let's say if you're somebody who is over 45 or cannot meet the English requirements and things like that, have got less work experience, then you can still consider a 494 visa, but you will have to consider through the DAMA agreement in a DAMA region. So there are some regions which have got the DAMA agreements, which means that there are age concessions, English concessions, and usually they are quite flexible with the work experience requirement as well. For example, some DAMAs, even for 494, they may only require a 1 year work experience, and they could do the skills assessment for you depending on your occupation. And then you will have access to way more occupations under DAMA. Even for the 494, you do have access to 650 occupations, which is way more than the usual 482 list, 186 list, or the points tested visa list. So, and for DAMA, you have access to way more occupations, even more than the 650 occupations. So, if you're somebody who's lodged the protection visa and you think the chances of getting the protection visa are very low, so it's not the end of the road for you, you guys can still consider the 494 visa. So if you do have any questions and if you do have an employer who is ready to sponsor you, you can get in touch with us.